President, I believe that the setting of tax rates is a member state competence, and I think where reports such as this go beyond that particular competence, it's incumbent on all of us to take a stance against that. Tax sovereignty, in my view, is a fundamental principle. It should be decided at a member state level, should not be imposed by this Parliament or other parliaments of the 28 member states of the European Union. That's why the way to address the loopholes question, as the coordinator from the EPP, Burkhard Balz, has said, and indeed Mr Kelly, is to address it at the OECD level. The objective of the OECD BEPS process that my country is fundamentally in favour of and has been leading is to increase the tax take in Europe, cut out aggressive tax planning, but not distort the market in such a way against European businesses in a circumstance where EU businesses pay 15% more than US businesses. We have to address that issue at its source. I believe parts of this proposal are rushed. There are unintended consequences here, and for people who claim to be in favour of tax sovereignty, they should read what is in this report before they vote tomorrow.
Mr. Hayes, there is a blue card for you from Mr. Lamberts. Do you want to answer? Yes, of course.
Merci, Monsieur le Président.
Thank you.
Do you want to answer? Yes, of course.
Merci, Monsieur le Président.
Thank you, President.
You said that tax sovereignty remains with the member states. On the paper, you're right. But when a company is basically playing one member state against the other and uses, for instance, your country or mine to basically lower its tax rates, I would argue that the real tax sovereignty doesn't lie with the member states, but with the major tax multinational corporations. That's where it lies. So let's take it back.
Thank you for your question. I think there are things we can cooperate on, and I think that has to be done on an EU level to reduce
corporations. That's where it lies. So let's take it back.
Thank you for your
where it lies. So let's take it back.
Thank you for your question. I think there are things we can cooperate on, and I think that has to be done on an EU level to reduce aggressive tax planning. But I fundamentally disagree with you. I believe that tax competition is a good thing. It is a way of ensuring that we can promote industrial policy in poorer parts of the European Union, peripheral parts of the European Union, parts of the European Union that didn't have colonies, parts of the European Union where there was no industrial revolution, parts of the European Union where there is now a strong industrial and enterprise culture. That's good for Europe, it's good for smaller member states, it's good for peripheral countries, and it's something we should stand up and defend.
Onorevole Ana Gomes.
Mrs. Ana Gomes.
Comissário, esta proposta vai no bom sentido, mas para relançar a economia europeia, assegurar concorrência